So I wanted to give an update on school. I think in a few videos back I showed I was teaching myself math so that when I went to college I would not be lost. And I'm happy to say it paid off. Check it out. I never thought I'd have this. I got 100 on my math test, but it feels good. And I want to express it through music. You see, there's this little game I used to play when I was a kid called Pokemon Red. In the opening theme of the Pokemon song, they tell us something quite profound. I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. Catch them is my real test, to train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide, each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. And that's the line that I'm talking about, the power that's inside. I didn't realize till I heard it a couple weeks ago that the power that's inside isn't just about the Pokemon, it's about us, the power that was inside all of us all along. And I think that's pretty rad. So for me, math really helped me see that, there's nothing that I can't do if I put in the effort. And I want to hear from y'all. Leave a comment below if you've also unlocked the power that's inside. It doesn't have to be with something academic. It could be through exercise, through something creative, overcoming something you didn't think you could. There's power inside of all of us, and I'd like to hear your experience. I've been trying to do some maintenance on the garden, but trying to do it all at once just isn't working. So I'm gonna break it down into sections, and I'm gonna start with the garage because that's like my home base. This week I'm going to talk about how I deal with an unhappy customer. This week I sent out a cactus. I took pictures of it next to a Coke can. I told them the exact length and everything. But when they got it, they said I was really surprised that it looked smaller than what I thought it would be. And they also said there was no roots on it, which I didn't picture roots, but still. At first I was kind of like, man, I did everything I could have. Like, it's not my bad. But I told him, I'm sorry you were not happy with the cut. Maybe I could give you back $15 on the $45 cactus, and then you could keep it and not have to do the whole return shipping thing. And they were stoked. And I gave them some instructions on how to root it. Told them, come back if you got any questions. And we're both happy. Sometimes even when you feel like, I don't deserve to take this loss, you just gotta take the loss and be good with it. There's a quote that I've been digging lately, and it's, don't focus on the money, just focus on doing what you care about, and if you focus on that, you'll get back everything you put in, and maybe you'll even get more. And that's what I did on this one. I said, forget the money, I'm just gonna try to run a business the way I would like to be treated as a customer, and it worked out. And they were even so happy, they told me, yeah, like I'll be dealing with you again. So, yeah, positivity is the best way, even in a business. Sometimes people would say, oh, but if you do that for everyone, everyone will just come back and try to like take advantage. But really, I don't think there's many people like that in the world. Maybe a small percentage, but I don't want to punish the vast majority for what a small percentage may do. So now I'm going to show you how I pot the plants. Right here I'm just cleaning out the pots so I don't transfer any disease, infection, or pests. And got some potting soil and some perlite. Usually I'll do like a 1-to-1 mix or a 2-to-1 mix. Anything in between that should work. Just depends on how humid or how dry it is in your environment. So I'll fill up one of these pots with soil and then another pot full of pumice. So there's one pot full of soil and one of pumice. Got another pot of pumice. then 2 pots of soil, 2 pots of pumice. So I'm going to add 1 more of soil because I want it to hold moisture a little bit better since it's so hot here. Alright, so I've got the soil, my pot, support stick, and something to tie the cactus to the stick with. I use this garden tie. I'm going to fill the pot up, and I like to do it in here, that way it doesn't fall out the sides and have to sweep it up. So, and now I'll take my cut. See, it's already got some nice roots showing. I just rinsed it off real quick. But ready to root, ready to pot, I mean. Give it a quick tie. Not too tight. This garden tie will stretch though, so it's not a big deal. But still, I don't want to constrict it. That looks pretty good. Don't want to pack it in very tight. It'll all settle once you start watering it. And since we already had some nice roots showing, I'm going to go ahead and water this and then put it in the sun. Partial sun, that is. I like to give them a good watering if they have roots poking out like I showed earlier, because I feel like it just helps, I don't know, the roots get a jump start. Let them know it's time to grow. And now I'll just put it where it can get a little bit of sun, but not too much since it was previously in a lot of shade. Alright, so I've got this nice Dat 3 that I want to pot up. This one is rooted in cocoa. So typically I like to root plants in cocoa. I feel like the base, I don't know, they just seem to do better when they have a base of cocoa coir. There we go. See a nice root ball. And I could do this a little bit more upright. So once you water it, it's so packed in, you won't get another shot. There we go. Dat 3 potted up. It's fun. It's chill to just be out here on a nice morning, working on some plants. And then when I'm done with it all, I get to see my hard work. 3 nicely potted up plants that will grow well for me because I gave them the attention they needed. Yeah. I'm sure there's probably a quicker way to do this, but you know, it's fun to water the plants too. Good way to spend a Saturday morning for sure. And after this, I'll head on in. I think I have 1 philosophy paper to turn in, and then I'm good. Got 1 last cut to pot up. Alright, so got the 3 cactus that we potted up, SSO1 crossed with SSO2, and 2 Dat 3s, this one and that one. So thanks for watching. It was fun cactusing with y'all, and until next time, keep cactusing, keep creating. And I've got a bunch of cacti. All these will be listed on my eBay. Got some nice Scott crossed with P7 right here, Wancoensis, some TPM crossed with Horizensis, a nice bridge crossed with Palorensis, a lot of ensis, and got some stressed cuts here. You know, all these I wouldn't suggest planting anywhere near healthy cacti, but if you've got a lot of space to, you know, put some unhealthy ones and then harvest healthy pups off of them, that's probably the route I would go, or whatever you're going to do with them. I'll have them up on my eBay. I haven't uploaded in a while. I've just been busy with like school and the garden and stuff, but life's been going pretty good. I feel like I've been on a really good path, and after being on such a bad path for so long. Anyway, the reason I'm holding the guitar is I heard Blackbird by the Beatles, and I've heard it before, but this time it just really resonated with me. I kind of feel like, you know, I'm that bird who's learning to fly again. So I thought I'll learn it and I'll play it. So here's Blackbird. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All for this moment to be free. Yeah. All right.